Hey guys, I've got a great beginner's card trick for you if you've ever wanted to learn one. This one starts off a little weird. I'm just going to move my fingers up and down the deck like so until the spectator says stop. So say they say stop right there. I'll pick off the cards and that's going to be their card there, the Jack of Clubs. Now we'll put their card back into the deck and stick a few cards on top of it. And just to make sure that the card really is mixed in there, you're going to give the cards to the spectator and just tell them to cut the cards like that. So that now they know that the cards are being cut. There's no tricky moves going on. You can have a few different people cut the cards. It doesn't matter. The cards really are being cut. I'm trying to make it look as simple as possible so you can see that they are. When you say stop, however, you say that'll do. That's enough cutting. You've cut the cards. That's the whole point. You've cut the cards. I haven't touched them. All I'm going to do, however, is I'm going to take off the top card only, and show you that it's an 8 at this point. So you've cut the cards to an 8. That means your original card must be 8 cards down. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Jack of Clubs, and it was 8 cards down. This is a really easy trick. If you're experienced in card tricks, you may have seen what I did. Otherwise, this is going to work, and it's a pretty simple effect as well as a really simple trick. First thing you want to do is you want to get an 8 as well as 7 other cards so that you have 8 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What you're going to do with the 8, however, you're going to sit it on top with a little crimp in the top corner. And what this little crimp here does is it's going to help you later for when they're cutting the cards. So at the moment you've just got this little pile of 8 cards with a crimp in the top one, which is an 8. You're going to sit that on top of the deck, but you're not going to sit it there normally. You're going to use what's called a pinky break. Now this is pretty easy. Just squeeze the cards at the top of the deck, and at the back you're going to catch this tiny little break with your pinky like that, so you've got something to hang on to. Now as you move your hand up and down, so you say, I want you to tell me when to stop. When they say stop and you pull the cards off, what you're also doing is pulling off the break like this, so that when you say you've cut to there like that, you've also got, sorry it's a little hard this camera, you've also got the break there with your thumb. Now you're going to take off the top card from the middle of the deck and say it was the 6 of hearts. As they do that, from the break, put the rest of the cards down so you've got these 8 original cards back, and these are the 8 cards that you took off at the start of the trick with the little fold of the folded 8 on top, and you're going to stick the 6 back in the middle of the deck and the 8 cards on top. So you now know that because of the 8 cards you had earlier, their card is now 9 cards below. However, the tricky part of this trick is letting them cut the cards. But because you've got that little fold there, wherever they cut the cards, there's going to be a little break like that. So you can keep track of where the card is. However, when they have it towards the spectator, you can't see it. From the back, there's a little break. So if you just have the cards there and you get a few people over and you say cut the cards actually are being cut. There is nothing weird about that. But because of that little break, whenever they cut to that little fold, so the 8 is now back on top, that's when you stop them. That's when you say, that's enough cutting, you've cut to an 8. You cut the cards, I didn't do anything, and the reason you know that is because of the fold. You've cut to an 8. That means their card is now 8 cards below. And again, you're going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the 8th card will be theirs. It's a pretty easy trick. It might take a little practice. However, if you've got a deck of cards or something that you've taken to a bar, you're at a friend's house and you're playing a game of cards and you want to show them a little trick, it's really easy. And the folding of the little card and the 8, you can always just put it back to normal. It's not going to damage the card in any way. There's no fold anymore. And it's quite simple. Just a little practice and it's a lot of fun. Hope that helps. See you later.